Tupac, right? Tupac, he used to always rap about death in his music. But you being around Tupac, did he really feel like he was gonna die early?
That's a good question because even me, I sit back and wonder now that I'm older, why he spoke about death often. You know, why he was like fascinated with death and not only death but being murdered. You know, he talk about somebody's gonna murder him, whether it's in his sleep or his enemy's gonna murder him. I don't know why he really was just caught up with that. You understand? It's just like he felt like he's gonna die at a young age. And for clarification, man, hit him up. I, now I'm 45 years old. Like I said before, I don't agree with hit him up. I think it's a little, I'm 45 and Muslim. I think hit him up was a little crazy. Back then we agree with it, you know what I mean? Because it was what it Pop probably would have been alive and probably would have said the same thing, like, man, you know what I mean? But I'm not encouraging these type of, lyrics anymore and stuff like that. But to go back, just want to clarify that. But to go back to your question, man, I think to go back to your question, I sometimes sit now that I'm older, I sit back and I think like, why was Pac fascinated with death through his music? I see death around the corner, always talking about, I'm gonna die at an early age. It just I don't really have a simple answer for it. Rather than other than if he really felt like he was gonna die young and you know what I mean? And unfortunately, I think he just felt like, he was gonna, it's crazy. Just like he always felt like he was gonna die young.
Right, right. Yeah, man. I always wondered about that, man. But me being from Houston, right? I had no idea you had history down here.
Yeah, we signed to Rap a Lot Records. We did a one album deal with Rap a Lot Record. I forget the year. We moved, Jay Prince flew us out there, put us up in apartments, took us to the studio. Like we did songs with the Ghetto Boys, Scarface, um, Hot Boys, Lil Wayne and them. This when they first started coming out, Lil Wayne. They used to always be in Rap a Lot studio with Baby and them. And so we was out there every day. Like he really looked out. Like I could say he really took care of us, even though it didn't work out. You know what I mean? He eventually put the album out. I forgot the name of the album. We eventually moved on, but we used to be out in Houston, bro. You know what I mean? Boudin, what they call them things? Boudins?
Right, 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 right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he feed us the Boudins. The dude be outside us a Boudin. Yeah, Houston is, we was out there for a good year.
I don't know if you heard this before, but I heard that, during the whole East Coast West Coast beef, when Tupac was beefing with Biggie and Suge was beefing with Puffy, right? I heard that Snoop, he would go behind, Tupac and Suge back and go to New York and hang out with Biggie.
I heard about that. Yeah. I heard about that. I don't know how true it is, but I did heard about that. I think I gotta leave Snoop alone because they like the last interview I did. Some of the homies like, oh man, you ain't letting up off of Snoop. Nah, but I did hear about the rumors though. You know what I mean? I don't really know. I don't know how true it is while Pac and Suge was alive. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised.